the truth is, the majority of us are inhibited in our ankle. Now, dorsiflexion is when you bring your toes towards the shin, and plantar flexion is when you extend the toes away. The dorsiflexion seems to be a big problem for most people, at least most people that I deal with. So in this video, I'm going to show you one great exercise or drill that will help liberate your calf muscle and your ankle, and then we'll show another mobility move in which we'll ingrain the new range of motion so that you can live a better, more functional life. The gastrocnemius and the soleus muscles, they are usually the large culprit of actually inhibiting dorsiflexion. Now, how is that so? If you don't feel a pinch when you dorsiflex, that means that there is no structural problem at the ankle. But what will happen is that a hypertonic or stressed out calf muscle that is not expressing its proper range of motion, it will shorten itself and kind of get glued down. Because remember, it's a multitude of muscles that make up the calf. And so if they are kind of string cheese that is melted together, we have to do our best to kind of separate those muscles again, let them move independently, free up the fascia. My range of dorsiflexion could be a lot better. Now, there are other factors, especially if you have flat feet, that will make the dorsiflexion action a lot harder, and we'll go over that in subsequent videos. But in this one, we're just going to give a general purpose fix. So first, what we'll do is we're going to take a small ball. Now, I usually keep a lacrosse ball for mobility and also a golf ball. Now, you'll need the golf ball this time. And what we're going to do is we're going to place it below right where the Achilles tendon begins to form into the calf muscle. And then we're going to take a heavy weight, preferably with a ball joint, whatever that may be for you. For me, this is a mace club or a club bell. And this one's 15 pounds, and I am going to dig into it. I'm basically going to sandwich my calf muscle between these 2 points, between the golf ball and the mace. Okay? And while we're doing this, I will actively move my ankle through its range of motion while exhibiting pressure upon the calf muscle. Now what you'll find is that I'm going to do this in 3 separate spots along the calf muscle to make sure that I've kind of liberated all sections of the calf muscle, because usually it's not just one point, it's frequent points on the muscle that have kind of congealed, and we're trying to loosen that up. So if you want, you can take it maybe even 6 steps, but for this video, I'll just do 3. I'm sandwiching in between. Okay. And once I start to get a little warm, I will then start to dorsiflex and plantar flex. Okay, and then now we're going to move to the top or the uppermost part of the calf complex. Okay, and as you can tell by my heavy breathing, that this is brutal, but it is effective. So how long should you be doing this exercise for? I would say for no less than 30 seconds on each section of your calf. It took decades for me to build up this inhibition. So what I have to do is spend a subsequent amount of time trying to get out of that position. And it won't happen in 10 seconds, and even 30 seconds is not enough. Preferably up to a minute is when you'll start to feel any real change. So shoot always for any mobility or stretching work to at least be in the position for at least a minute. And then give it about 2 minutes rest, come back, hit it again for another minute per section, and you should start to feel some gains within the first session. But again, this has been a cumulative effect, and so it will not be relieved 100% in one session. Now, once you've completed that, now we have to give some stimuli to the region. And what we'll do is we'll do a quick bear crawl into squat. So we're going to stay in this position. We're going to lift our knees, and we're going to slightly move back into a squat and hold and move back down. Hold. Instead of being in a sedentary state, you're providing it with some activity in which it can create a memory around. This should help alleviate most issues with dorsiflexion, but if not, this channel has many other videos in which we tackle the same issue.